get going here. We'll go over the standings real quick. So, Eat the Bullet and MK Hitch are top 2 in points. Bullet with 67 and Hitch with 64. Holder Down in third with 51 and Bedhead in fourth with 45. This is round 6, I believe. I believe it was round 6. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, this is round 6 of 15. So, and then constructor, we have Hassan first with 85, Friday second with 76, and Alfa Romeo in third with 75. Joint constructors for all 3 nights, we have Ferrari leading with 219, Hassan second with 209, and Red Bull in third with 189. There's a sprint race tonight. It's a 9-lap sprint, 1-shot quali, and 27-lap feature race. And we do have a full grid. We have Dace Truck and MK Hitch in Alpine. We have Freebird and Seek and Destroy in Alfa Romeo. J-Nips and Printed Planet in McLaren. Battery and Bedhead in Mercedes. Aston Martin and Flares in... Mulder Dragon and Flares in Aston Martin. Cloaking Train and CJBR Shady in AlphaTauri. Mikey Hunter and Bullet in the Ferrari. Holder Down and Do It for Tail and Haas. Baker and Iron Boogsy in Red Bull. And then Baum and Peterson and Williams. So, should be good. Should be interesting to see what happens. Let's see what happens here. I'm just waiting on the grid to ready up. I think we're waiting on Cloak. I think he was just getting home. So they're just waiting on him real quick, and then we will get going. So, I'll be back here with you guys once we get going. And this race will also be on YouTube afterwards. I will post a link in the Discord chat afterwards, so you have the link. So that way you guys can all watch it afterwards, so that way don't try to find it on Twitch. So it looks like NKAF is going to be racing in place of Batterby and the Mercedes. So we should have a full grid. Alright, that's everybody. So let's go. So we'll just kind of see what happens on the one shot. I'll go from there. So we'll wait for the, looks like somebody readied up for the one shot, so we'll see what happens. And, hope we get a clean race. I'm not sure about the weather, so hopefully it's, good for the majority of it. We'll see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna follow along with, we're gonna ride on board with Hitch retired out, so ride on board with Moldy. So coming down to turn 1, down into second gear, right to left and right, or yeah, right to left, and flat out all the way to turn 4, around turn 3. Alright, so down to the Lesmos, down to 4th gear I believe, then upshift to 5th to 6th, and back down to 5th for the second Lesmo. Down the straight DRS open, down to this last chicane down here. Be down shifting down to 5th, maybe 4th gear. Wide open once you start turning right. 6th gear, flat out down to Parabolica. Renault Seek and Destroy is currently leading the one-shot quali. That's impressive. So going down through the Parabolica, Molly dragging up to P2. Shady is in P2, so... Oh, Molly spins it through the Parabolica. So, who will that put on pole? It will be Shady with a P1 120.791, Baker P2 with a 121.0, and Seek with P3 at 121.1. So, good lap from Seek. Rest of the grid goes J-Nips, Bullet, NKF, Iron, Pedersen, Holder Down, Printed for your top 10. So the plus side is this is a sprint race. Sprint race follows the real life sprint points where you get 8 points for first. Pole gets a bonus point, and then fastest lap also gets a bonus point. So we usually have a mixed grid at the top throughout the field, so no real standout teams right now. So we're gonna make a new lobby. So I'll be back once the lobby's set up. So it's going to be a complete restart. We'll see what happens. So we'll try to jump on board with the driver this time and see what we can do. So let's see what happens. Somebody already readied up. Alright, so we'll try this again. So we're going to go right on board with do it for Dale here, going down the main straight into turn 1. First heavy braking zone. Should be around the 100-meter board. Down to second gear. Third gear, brake to exit. Flat floater on the Curva Grande. All the way up to 8th gear. Stay to the right hand side. Once you make the apex, just hug the right side until you get to turn 4 and 5. Again, should be about the 100-meter board. Down to third gear, maybe second. Down towards the Parabolica. Sorry, I lost my mic there for a minute, so we're just going to try to catch in the lap. So around the Parabolica, about the 25, between the 25 and 50 meter marker. On the left hand side, take it as wide as you can, and get back to the right hand side before start finish line. Hitch with the pole 120.4, Moldy 120.8, bedhead 120.9, and polo the 121.0. Here goes Holder Down, J Nips, Pittisons, Mikey Hunter, Primitive Planet, and D Baker. For some reason my mic cut out, don't know why I did that. So, see what happens now for the sprint. Ready to start the sprint race here. So we'll probably have rain in the race by the way the lobby's talking. We're going to start the formation lap. Someone readied up already, so we'll go to position change for the start. Telemetry, we're going to turn the rest. We'll turn the track map on, so we'll see where everybody's at. A couple people disqualify already off the start. Let's see what happens. We got 9 laps on this one. Looks like we have everybody on the medium tire. And we're going to try the softs on the start of this. Ooh, I didn't notice. Ferrari's got the yellow livery for this weekend. That's pretty neat. Looks like we have everybody on the mediums. So let's see what happens. So right now we got MK, Hitch, Moldy, and Bedhead, Bullet, and P4. So I think the top 4 is going to stay that way for the sprint. I don't think it's going to change. D Baker, I think, will maybe get top 5. I don't know, we're just going to see what happens. Just going to play it by ear here. It is a no-stop strategy for this. Kind of figures. So MKH gonna back the pack up here. Everybody close so that way nobody gets cold tires. It's kind of cool that the Ferrari's got the yellow livery on it for this. So we'll just kind of go from there. So we're starting to get lined up here on the main straight. Let's see how these guys are going to position their car here on the grid. Let's see who can do what. Let's see what happens in the first run. Hopefully it stays clean. MK Hitch points his car pretty straight off the line here. I'm just going to wait till everybody else lines up. The last car, the Aston Martin, is coming down. Take his grid position, so let's see what happens in this one. So, we're ready as the season 7 or 6.5 of the DNCRL Division 1 Monday night Italian Grand Prix gets underway here. It's lights out and away we go. Hitch gets away pretty good. Moldy does not. Gets away very poor and loses quite a few spots off the start. Holder down picks up some spots. We have a collision in the back with Cloak and Train and Boogie. And we have 3 wide. We have collisions all the way through turn 1 here. The Mercedes, the Bedhead, does lose some spots. It looks like Baker picks up 3. Seek picks up 9 spots off the start. Holder down and Jane pick up quite a few off the start as well. So that's crazy here. Calamity off the start of here. And it looks like Cloaking got beached off of the front straight there. Unfortunate for him. Holder down takes the lead from J-Nips to Hitch and beat the Bullet. Seek Destroy up to P5, up 9 spots off the start of that. Mikey is up 2, Baker's up 3, Do It For Dale up 4. Moldy and Bedhead both down 7, Shady down up 6. And then we have Pittison down 7, Printed Planet down 8. So those are the biggest losers from this one. So we're just kind of play it by ear here. Hitch trying to get to the back of J-Nup, see if he can make a pass. He is the closest battle on the track. Looks like Baker moves up a spot, gets past Mikey. So he's going to try to chase down the Alfa Romeo of Seek and Destroy, which we're going to go down to this battle right now because he is catching him, gaining. See if what he can do going to the parabolic. He's going to make moves. He's going to try to go around the outside. Not going to happen. Seek shuts the door. So going down the main straight, we have a battle for the second spot. But MK Hitch gets the spot going down in the main straight. We have a couple of cars retired. Looks like NKF and Flares crash out. We do have a virtual safety car. So the field's going to be reduced by 40%, and actually that turned into a full safety car. So field is going to be reduced. Let's see, was anybody going to pit maybe potentially for soft tires after that one? A couple guys coming in. Looks like Boogsy's going to put the other set of mediums that he has in. Then we have Dave's Check putting mediums on. We guys changing wings. So not too crazy. So once the field is lined up, I will be back with you guys. Let's kind of go over the biggest gainers here. We have Seek and Destroy up 9 spots, biggest gain off the start. We have Holder Down and J-Nips up spots, Baker up some spots. We have Boulder Dragon, Bedhead, and Pitterson all down 7 spots. So those are the biggest losers of this race so far. So penalty for Bum. I'm assuming it's probably a speeding penalty. So it'll probably be a 4 or 5 lap shooter at the end of this. So can Hitch get the lead back after that pretty rough start? Because Holder Down had a pretty decent start by the look of it. Moley had a terrible getaway offline. He just spun the tires. I'm assuming probably not warm enough for the tires on that. So see what happens on this safety car restart. So I will be back here in a couple laps time. So it looks like Shady and Printed are going to put the softs on to try to go to the end of the soft, see if they can pick up some spots. They're not going to lose any positions, so that'll be good for them. And I think Pitterson's going to do the same thing because he's not going to lose a spot off this pit stop with the safety car. So it wouldn't hurt to put the softs on to see what they can do. And it looks like he's got a wing change, so he'll probably lose at least 1 spot. But the softs will probably help them out here because they didn't, like I said, Shady and Printed did not lose a spot, any positions or track positions. So as long as they caught up before the restart, they should be a good position now. As long as the softs make it the 6 laps, they should also be in good position there as well. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see what happens once we get this thing restarted. So I'm going to tell you guys that the safety car is probably going to go in at the end of this lap. Dave's truck got a penalty with collision with Bum, so that's great. Dave's truck also crashed out. So we'll save Dave's truck retired. So let's see if this safety car goes in at the end of this lap, which it should, because we are all caught up with the safety car. Safety car is in this lap, so let's see if we get a clean race. We have 5 laps to go, right? Yeah, 5 laps to go once we get going here. Holder Down's just kind of back in the pack up, giving the safety car some speed, some space. Now let's see if when he's gonna go to get the space from when the safety car goes in. Gotta give the space so that way he doesn't catch the back of the safety car before it gets in. So Holder Down is gonna go. Looks like he is gone. So let's see if he can get the space. It looks like Hitch is gonna try to make a move around the outside. Looks like Pitterson spun going around the back straight. So Hitch is going to look around the outside into turn 1. Holder Down's going to keep the position as J-Nips tries to make a move on, or Bull tries to make a move on J-Nips, and it does not work. Looks like Seek and Destroy is trying to make it around the outside. Looks like we're all fouling out single foul. Baker trying to look around the outside of Mikey. Baker did lose a spot on that restart. So let's see what happens going down to turn 4 on the Curva Grande. Looks like Baker's going to try to make a move on the inside of Mikey Hunter. Oh, looks like we have some spins. Looks like Bullet and J-Nips collided. So those guys, tough break for them. We'll be losing a spot. Seek also lost a spot after that great first couple laps he had. So Shady moves up to P7. Bedhead down to P8, so he loses more time. Boogsy is up P9. A good moves by them. It looks like Boogsy's going to pick up another spot, passing Seek and Destroy. Seek and Destroy, I think, might have damage. It looks like he's missing an input on the right hand side of the wing. So he probably will be coming in unless he's going to try to make it work. Not sure for sure. That looks like we lost the driver through connection issues. MK Hit's trying to make a move on Holder Down, so let's see if he can make a move down the front straight. It looks like Bum crashed out through the last chicane through turns 8, 9, and 10. It probably will not be a safety car, probably just be a yellow. Looks like MK Hit's going to try to make a move, and that is a full course safety car again, so that did not help Hitch out at all. So it'll probably be a 1-lap safety car once the leader takes the safety car, and there'll probably be a 2-lap shootout most likely. Looks like Seek, that did save Seek and Bedhead though. I want to say they both probably got damaged from that. So Bedhead is putting the wing and softs on. Seek and Destroy is probably putting the wing and the hard tires on. Why we do that? Well, the Dragon's putting soft tires on. It looks like Bedhead is also out. So Bedhead does gain a spot in the pits. So let's see what happens. So like I said, it's probably going to be a 1-lap safety car, so once the field catches the back of the safety car, probably going on the lap 9 restart, so it'll be a 2-lap shootout. We'll be back here in a minute once the field catches up. For some reason my headset keeps disconnecting, I don't know why, so let the leader cut the back of the safety car. Safety car will probably be going into this lap, would be my guess, so these guys that at least coming through turn down the front straight up to turn 1 might hopefully are caught up by the end of this, so that way it's not a so they're not out of this on the restart here. So we'll switch to the tires so we see who's on what tire. We have mixed grid there. Seek is on the hards. I don't know if that was an accident or if he meant to do that. We'll just kind of see what happens because he's going to need those for the main race. I don't know why he put them on now. So let's see how this restart goes. Let's see if Holder Down can keep the position going down this main straight. So he's going to give the safety car a little more leeway. Let's see what happens. He's got to try to catch Hitch off guard, see if he can get first down into turn 1. Bullet is in P3, Baker up to P4, Newfordale in P5. So right now Haas has the best positions in this sprint race. And Holder Down has taken off. So let's see if Hitch can make up some ground. He is gaining slightly. He is gaining in the slipstream. Like Bullet is also keeping up with him, so Bullet might be trying to make a move going down the straight, and he's not close enough. Shady is getting close on those soft tires. Looks like Shady's going to make a move on the inside to do it for Dale. He's going to make something happen. He does have the space. He's going to try to go around the outside through turn 2, see if he's got better traction, and he will have maybe, yep, he will have better traction leaving the turn. Boogsy is up a spot as well. So good battles there going through turn 1 around the Curva Grande. Top 3 going into turn 4. Looks like we have spin. Looks like Seek Spun going through turn 1 and 2. Holder Down is holding off Hitch really well. Bullet and Baker following out closely. Going through the Lesmos. Let's see if Holder Down can hold him off the last lap and a half here down this DRS straight. No DRS for 2 laps, so we don't have DRS in this race here. We have Hitch starting to make some gains. Not really close enough to make anything go happening down into this chicane here. So, like I said, flat foot through the last 2 turns of the chicane. Purple sector for... Well, so this is where Hitch has to try to get a slipstream down these 2 straights, see if he can make something happen. We have, going through the Parabolica, Hitch is not quite close enough to make the move happen. He is within a quarter of a second, though. Who's going to have the better exit? Looks like Hitch is going to have the better exit down the main straight. Who's going to go the inside? Who's going to go the other side? Looks like Holder Down defends the inside line. Half tenth up there, side by side, going down the main straight to the first turn. Who's going to have the lead after this? Looks like Holder Down's going to have better entrance. Going to have a better exit. Looks like Hitch runs a little wide, but Holder Down gets a better exit and will get the position. Looks like it leaves the door wide open for Bullets trying to take P2 around the Curva Grande. Let's see here, who's going to be the better through turn 4 and 5. Looks like Holder Down's going to block the outside of the racing line. Bullet takes P2. Oh, and then Holder Down spins. Ooh, that's controversy there. Looks like Bullet takes the lead. Shady in P2. Goofydale P3 and Moldy in P4. Freebird gets through P5. Baker crashes out in that. Pitison is in P7. Bedhead is down the spot. So Hitch gets away in P7 after all that and has wing damage, so he's going to cede the position and he will fall out of the points for this sprint race. That's crazy. Looks like Bullet will probably get the win on this. That was a crazy last couple laps we had there on the end of that. So Bullet comes around the Parabolica to take the sprint race win, so he will get 8 points in this. Plus whoever has the fastest lap will also get that. So we're going to put the fastest lap on real quick here. It looks like Janips will get fast lap of the race unless somebody steals it in the last lap. That was a good race by Bullet. Yep, Janips will get fast lap, so he'll get a point. Bullet will get a point, and then MKH will also get a point for pole. So we're going to get ready for the feature race. There'll be a 3-minute break, and we'll be back here shortly. Alright, so looks like it will be a wet race, so we'll see what happens here. I don't know if the weather's going to change at all or we went the whole time, so we'll just play it by ear here. Let's see how it goes. We have formation lap, so let's see. Looks like it's going to be Inter's weather potentially. Let's see where to go. Interval. Full wets. So it depends on, let's see how long this lasts. We're doing the position changes again, track maps, everything else is going to stay the same. So we got Bullet starting up front, Shady second, Do It For Dale third, Moldy Dragon fourth, Freebird fifth, Boogs sixth, and Freebird is already crashing on the formation lap. Or sorry, Bullet is already crashing on the formation lap. Hitch 7th, Piston 8th, Predator Planet 9th, Bedhead 10, Seek and Destroy 11, J-Nips and 12th, Holder Down 13th, Baker 14th, Bum 15th, Days Chuck 16th, NKAF 17th, Flares 18th, Mikey 19th, and Cloaking Train 20th. So let's see how this goes. See who can get the best traction off this start. If the traction last restart was bad, this is going to be even worse. So let's see how long the rain stays, and so be it. So Miller's going down the second straight here, or coming towards the backstretch. We're going through the chicane and then down the back straight to the parabolic. So let's see what everybody lines up. See what happens. So looks like Shady now is going to try to probably back everybody up to that way the tires aren't as cold when they start. So we'll see what happens here. So Bullet is lining up on the grid. Let's see how he angles his car. Looks like it's fairly straight. So it should be pretty good here. Let's see. Shady's also fairly straight. Looks like everybody is kind of lining up fairly straight. I don't see any too aggressive angles. Just because you have no idea how the cars are going to take off. So we have a couple guys that DQ'd the lineup. Just waiting on Cloaking Train to be the last car on the grid to line up. So looks like Shady had a pretty decent lineup. So if it stays full wets, it'll be a one stop. Could potentially be a 1 or 2 onto the inters. So let's see if you can make these wets last as long as they can. Try to get on the wet tires. So we are about to get the feature race of the Italian Grand Prix underway. And it is going to be lights out and away we go. Pretty poor reaction time to some of these guys, but Bullet gets a really good start. Shady gets a poor reaction, and Do It For Dale gets a really good start as well. Boldy up to P3, or battling for P3. Going down into turn 1. Looks like Shady's going to try to keep it. Let's see how this turn goes. And Moldy misses a turn and is going to go around the long way. Some guys missing it, but not too crazy. This is definitely a better start than the first one in the sprint. It looks like Bullet did lose some time around the last one. Shady up to P1, Bullet or Dale P2, Boogs P3, and Hitch up 3 spots to P4. Looks like we have Seek up 6 spots, and the biggest losers is Bullet, Freebird, and Perennial Planet down in the back half of the field. So going through the second chicane. So let's see what happens here going towards the main. So Boogs is leading going down into the turn 8. Looks like we have Shady P2 is going to try to see if he can make a move to the inside. He's going to stay right behind him. But Do for Dale looking to the inside of Hitch. Hitch keeps the position though. Going down towards the Parabolic, let's see if any runs can happen. Hitch is trying to make a run on Shady and is into 3/10. He's not close enough to make anything happen though. So let's see what's going to happen going around. This turn looks like Hitch gets a better turn around the Parabolic and is going to take the inside line. See if he can make a better run down the main straight. It looks like Hitch is going to be ahead going down the main straight. It will looks like be ahead going into turn 1. So now he's trying to get to Boogs. It looks like Shady had a terrible exit of Parabolica, and Do It For Dale is going to get P3 out of that. So he can start holding P5. Looks like Pedersen kind of misses the breaking point slightly and tries to go around Seek, but does not make anything happen. So we have Bullet and Flares pitting. Shady is kind of catching the back of Bullet or Do It For Dale, but nothing happened there. MKH is within 7/10 of Boogs. So Iron Boogs is also up 5 spots. Not too bad of gains for them. Seek and Destroy is up 7. We're up 6, so those are the biggest gainers on this. Again, pit strategies between lap 13 and 19 for one stop if it stays full wets. Seek and Destroy up another spot, passing Shady. Wonder Shady, it looks like Shady's got some wing damage there, so he looks like he's just trying to eke it out until he can pit. I don't know if he's gonna have to come in now or not. We'll see what happens. Going down into the chicane, we have a virtual safety car, probably from debris. So this will give, if Shady does pit, it'll give him a chance to pit with not losing too much time. So that gives Boogs some breathing space, along with to keep Hitch back there a little bit longer. We have some close battles in the back. Baker's catching the back of J Nips right now, currently. I'm not too crazy. It's like the VSC has ended, so we do have a yellow in the second sector, but nothing too crazy. Looks like Boogs is taking off. He has a second ahead. It's like Do It For Dale is pitted, potentially. Baker, and so Baker retired. Do It For Dale may have crashed coming out of the Parabolica, so that is kind of a tough break for him. But Boogs is going so far. It looks like Shady is not pitted yet either, so that's kind of crazy there. It's kind of making that wing damage work for him. But Seek and Destroy is up to P3. I wonder what happened there. So Shady's looking to the inside. It was right on the back of Seek and Destroy. They're not close enough to make a pass happen. You're going to try to look to the inside before they get to the Lesmos, but not get us enough traction out of that turn to make it to there. So going towards the... Ooh, looks like Seek and Destroy almost lost it there. That was a good save for Seek, but Shady's going to get a better run off the turn to get the spot. Hold her down kind of off the track halfway to make the defense. Woolly Dragon has also lost a spot going down the towards the back straight. So looks like Hitch has now got his gap down to 7/10, and looks like Seek is just trying to stay with him and hold her down, so he got to move down there as well. Seek looks like he had a terrible exit out of that chicane as well. So going down the Parabolica, we have Boogs, Hitch, Shady, and Holder down top 4. Looks like Piston's going to make a look to the inside of J-Nips. Not close enough to make anything happen, but he is kind of trying to stay there. Looks like Piston's got the run and got the exit from him. So it's wide open down towards turn 1. Looks like Hitch is gaining, and Hitch misses a braking zone, so he will take the long way. And I'll have to redo that. So Shady takes off, and we'll be closer to the back of Hitch. Hold her down. It looks like Dufresne got a speeding penalty, and looks like Culkin Train retired. It looks like he crashed out. So that will be a full course safety car. So will anybody pit for fresh tires? Anybody take a gamble, maybe go on inners if it's inner weather yet, but I don't think it is. It's pretty wet. Dufresne retired. It looks like he retired in pit lane. Looks like Flares spun in the Parabolica. And looks like Freebird is back the little ways. I don't know if he just has... I don't know if he has any damage. But yeah, I think he pitted on the first safety car, or the first lap or so. So we'll see what happens. See if anybody pits on this one. Looks like Flares is pitting for repairs. Somebody gonna pit for... we're gonna put the tire thing up here to see if anybody pits for inters, or if they're gonna stick with wets. I don't think it's inters weather yet, or if it's even gonna go to inters weather. It looks like it might stay wets for a while. So once everybody lines back up, we'll go back over this and we'll see what we got. So Turner Bennett looks like he's going to try the inters. See, though everybody else is going to be kind of watching him to see how good his pace is compared to everybody else. So there'll be one to watch. So we'll see what happens once the safety car restarts. Probably at least one more lap, so it should be going on to lap 7 when we should be restarting. So looks like we also have maybe Hitch going in. Is this going to be a potential tire change for inters? Looks like wearing is starting to lighten up a little bit, so I'm thinking this may be an inter stop. Yep, it is. So this will be another guy to watch on this. He's gonna stay in the top 10. Looks like no, he won't. Maybe. Depends on where Moldy is. So it looks like Moldy's might also be coming in, maybe for inters. So Hitch will stay in the top 10. Moldy will probably lose one spot, maybe a couple. Moldy's putting inters on, so this might be where see who's gonna pit for inters and who's not. Bullet's coming in. This truck is also coming in, so these guys are gonna put inters on probably. Inters for him. Dave's truck's got inters going on. Just gonna see what happens. Looks like the safety car is going to be going in this lap. So when is Boogsy going to go? Hold around to the second, so he's going to start the third. So we have half the field enters, half on wet. So let's see what happens with these guys, if they're going to pick up some spots quick or if they're going to lose some. Looks like maybe Bullet had a kind of a poor restart on that. Looks like Boogsy's got a really good start into turn 1. Looks like Shady up a spot, Moldy up a spot. They're fighting for spots anyways. Looks like Moldy's going to look to the inside of J-Nips, trying to get a spot. It looks like NKF is going to hold up J-Nips, and then Moldy's going to try to go around the outside of Kurt Grande. See if he can make move to be the inside of turn 4 by the time they get there. Looks like Moldy's going to have the car ahead going into that turn, so that's a good pass by him. So some guys missed some turns there as well. So let's see what happens. Looks like Boog's got an 8/10 of a second lead on second. Holder down in second, seeking a start in third, which is a good race by him. Pittison's in fourth, Bedhead in fifth, and Shady's looking to the outside of Bedhead, going down into the end of the DRS straight into the chicane. We have Dave's truck trying to make a pass on Moldy Dragon. I'm not close enough. Looks like Flares has connection issues. Looks like Dave's truck's going to try to make a move on Moldy Dragon, maybe down in a Parabolica here. With the rain lightening up, it's going to make these wet tires kind of start getting hot, so that's kind of what these guys got to watch out for. Looks like Moldy Dragon's going to hold off Dave's truck with Pistons. Going to look to the inside of Dave's truck and is going to maybe make a double overtake going through Parabolica. Nice move there. It's going to be ahead going down the main straight. Looks like he's going to be side by side with Moldy Dragon going down the main straight. We'll have the preferred line going into turn 1. Potentially, he's going to get back in line. He's going to dodge back up. Looks like Dave's truck's trying to make a dive to the inside of Peterson, and he's going to go around the inside through that turn, and will be the outside around turn 2. And he should get a better exit with the tires that he's got on. Yes, he does. So move there. Looks like the inners are not quite keeping pace with the wets. I feel like Hit should be a lot closer with the way the tires are right now. So, wheel in sector 1. Who spun? Not sure who spun there. It's no position changes, so I'm not quite sure what that was from. Right now, looks like we have Boogs leading. Holder on second, Seeking to start third, and Shady in fourth right now. What happened there? Looks like NKF and Bum are battling for position. It looks like Moldy Dragon's gonna look to the try to make a move past Hunter down the straight, see if he can make something happen in the chicane or maybe around the Parabolica here. Nothing happened there. Looks like both get a really good entrance into the chicane. One's gonna get a way better exit though, looks like, out the chicane. On turn 10 down to Parabolica. Let's see when he's trying to get a slipstream down the straight. Just gonna happen around the next turn here. Looks like Shady's got closer to Seek and Destroy as well. Let's take a look here. Looks like a really good exit from Shady. See what's going to happen going on in turn 1. Let's Seek is really good at making his car really wide in the braking zone. So let's see what happens. Shady's staying there, going down into the first turn. It's going to have the outside going around turn 1. And it's going to have the inside going through turn 2. And it looks like we'll have the better exit. A good, clean racing by the both of them. It looks like Shady gets the better exit and will keep the position. NKF does not get the position on Bum. It's like Moldy does get past Hunter though around turn 1, so that's good there. Then just kind of see what happens. It looks like Seek missed the braking point there, as you have to cut the turn, but nothing too crazy happening. Iron Boogs has a 2-second lead right now on Holder Down. Shady is 3.5 seconds back from Holder Down. So right now the closest battle we have on track is for P3 and for P6. Looks like Dave's truck's trying to get past Mikey to get the last points paying position. Going on the last Lesmos. Looks like we had Pittison spin going through the first Lesmos. Looks like we have the two McLarens swapping positions back there. Looks like Dave's truck's not quite close enough to Mikey to get past him there, but it has a better exit through that chicane and see if he can get a better run down the straight. He looks like he will, but Hunter's going to kind of hold the racing line. Chuck's going to make a decision which way he's going to go, if he's going to try to make a move around here, if he's going to try to make it down the next straight. Looks like Chuck's going to stay behind him, going around the next turn. See if what Dave's Truck can do on the front straight. See if he can get a better exit. Looks like he will. Gaps kind of staying the same, so nothing happening really. Kind of seeing if he can gain some. Looks like NKF is up a spot, so the two Mercedes are now nose to tail. So Dave's Truck's going to try to go around the outside of turn 1. Look at a spin. Looks like Pistons crashed there in the chicane. Looks like Dave's Truck was ahead. And then it got a tank slapper, and then Mikey just kind of had to react. So tough break for him, but Dave's Truck is up a spot. So we're going to go back down here. Looks like Bedhead's trying to gain on Seek and Destroy. Looks like those wet tires are starting to struggle a little bit on those guys that are Pistons. Looks like he got beached on the turn there, so tough break for him. Nice save by Bedhead going through the first Lasmos. And then kind of watch Hitch, see if he can make a move here going up the straight, see if he can get past Bum. So looks like Hitch is now starting to get those inners to start working. So let's see if he can make a move down the straight. He is gaining through there, get a better entrance, but had a poor exit. Then Bum going through the chicane. NKAF also has a really good run on Hitch going down the straight towards the Parabolica. Looks like he's going to look to the inside. Looks like I don't see really a big advantage on either tire right now. So it's pretty close to the same for both. It's kind of probably just a preference, to be honest. It looks like Hitch gets a better exit out of the Parabolica and is going to try to see if he can get a move on Bum. Let's see what happens here. He is not close to make a move happen, but NKAF is close enough to make a dive down the inside to try to get past Hitch down into turn 1. We'll be on the outside to turn 2 to have a straighter exit. Let's see. Looks like Hitch had a better exit. It also looks like Moldy Dragon had a better exit to get past him as well. So Moldy Dragon up a spot. So close racing here from P6 to P9 right now. Good racing. So Hitch is going to try to see if he can make a move, maybe going to Lesmos or maybe coming out of them. Going into the first Lesmos, nothing too crazy happening, both staying pretty good on the race line. Looks like Bum had a little bit of a tank slapper going through the first one, so they'll give a good run to Hitch down the next straight here. So let's see who's going to have the better section here. Looks like Bum has a really good entrance, but Hitch has a better exit. Does gain a little bit of time on the exit. So Hitch is going to try to get a run down towards the Parabolica on the outside of Bum, and looks like he will make a move. So it'll be 3 wide going to the Parabolica. Looks like Bum is a sandwich between an Aston Martin and an Alpine. Alpine gets on the outside, and Moldy Dragon gets a double overtake on both of them on the inside. I don't think either of them saw Moldy Dragon coming on that one. So Moldy Dragon moves up 2 spots. Looks like Bedhead pits. It looks like he's coming in for enters. Let's see here. Take a look and see where he's getting. Is he getting a wing change too? No wing change, just a set of tires. So that's some good battle there by the two of them. Looks like NKF yields. Well, that was kind of a stack up. Dave's Truck, I think, got the worst of that because he got damage from both of that. But kind of just moving along here. See if Moldy Dragon can gain some positions here now that he's clear of that, gotten clear air. So he should effectively be P1 if these guys ahead go to enters. We're going to go to leader here real quick. He is 17 seconds behind. So average pit loss is about 20 seconds, 24 seconds here. So just kind of have to see if that stays the same once they come in. So we have a position change for NKF and Bum. Looks like the Dave's Truck's through the spots because of the wing damage. Makes more sense. So Moldy Dragon's caught up to the back of Seek and Destroy. Those inners, I think, have definitely got pace now. I think it's definitely time to do the crossover, to be honest. Because Moldy Dragon's gaining on the back of these guys. So let's see if Moldy can get a better exit through, down the back straight, up to Parabolica. And we have Dave's Truck spinning in the chicane. Moldy Dragon going around the outside of Seek and Destroy into the Parabolica. Looks like Seek's going to try to squeeze him to the outside. They'll be side by side, touching. Looks like Seek's going to try to say a nice save by Seek, but he will lose 2 spots from it effectively. Hitch gets past him as well. Looks like Seek is going to come in probably for the inters as well. So Moldy Dragon got the fastest lap of the race. Looks like Bullet's going to get past Bum as well. Seek and Destroy's in, Bum is in, so it looks like a couple guys coming in. Looks like this is definitely the crossover point because Moldy Dragon is moving quite a ways here. So So we got tires for him. Looks like they're all inters. So Moldy Dragon's now 10 seconds behind Shady on the road. Nothing really close racing going right now, so just kind of see what happens. Hitch is about a second behind Moldy Dragon. Looks like Seek is about a half. Well, he's a lot of seconds back. So we got just some decent racing here, nothing too close. Hitch, this battle right here is actually probably the closest out of all of them, to be honest. So just kind of stay here. Looks like Dace Chuck had a slow exit out of the pits. So, but Moldy Dragon already cut a second off of Shady through that lap because he was almost 11 seconds. We ain't even all the way through the lap yet. So, I think those front three are just kind of hoping for a safety car at this moment, to be honest. Or they're going to try to stretch the hards or the wets all the way to the dry if it is going to dry out. The only thing they got to worry about is those tires overheating right now. Looks like Shady or Boogs is in for his tire to switch over to the inters. So this will be a good judging point of where the time loss is. So he was about 14 seconds ahead of Moldy Dragon. Moldy Dragon is going to come down the front straight now. So Moldy Dragon will be P3, Hitch P4. I don't think NKF is just going to be coming past him as they are going as he comes out of the pits. So Boogs will lose a couple more spots. So top two still at the pit. Moldy Dragon is 9.6 seconds behind. Hitch is staying right on his tail though. We have Beat the Bullet about 0.8 of a second behind NKF right now. So that's the two closest battles on the track. Bullet's trying to get a slipstream on this guy to see if he can get to the back of him before the end of this lap. NKF is going to have to pit eventually for inters, I think, so it's just going to be a matter of time before he pits. Hitch is starting to gain some time on Moldy Dragon with those inters, though. Moldy's also gained about a second or 1.3 seconds on second right now going through this lap as it stands. So Moldy's under 8 seconds on the lead now. Hitch is now within 0.6 of a second, so not too bad. Bullet's within 0.3 of NKF, and Iron Boogs is right there with him as well. So the only saving grace that Boogs has is he has fresher tires than the guys in front of him. So the guys up front, Moldy and Hitch, are going to try to stretch those tires to the end if it stays wet. Those 2 leaders, holding on and Shady, are staying out. Moldy Dragon got the lead down to, or gap down to 7.3 seconds. So Hitch gets the fast lap of the race. Those two are cooking. So he gained about a second and a half on that lap. So he's gaining time on Bullet. Is going to get past NKF. So he's in the pits. Boogs is right there behind him. So this is going to be a close battle. Boogs is gaining, going down to turn 1. Boogs is trying to make a move. Both lights are flashing in the back. So I wonder what the ERS is like. Boogs makes a dive to the inside of Eat the Bullet. And we'll have the outside on the exit of turn 2. We'll have the better exit. Looks like Boogs has a better exit, better traction on the turn with the fresher tires. And he will get P5. Moldy Dragon's got the gap down to 5.9 seconds on Shady. Hitch is still holding within that second gap of Moldy Dragon. As they're starting to catch the back of these guys. They're now within 5.7 seconds of them. So, let's see what happens. Moldy Dragon's got the ERS down to 15% though, so he's definitely using it. Moldy Dragon looks like Hold Her Down may be coming in the pits. It looks like both leaders are in the pits. So that'll give Moldy Dragon and MK Hitch P1 and 2 on the road. It looks like we have a safety car. What happened there? I don't know why the safety car's out. That's interesting. Interesting. So that's gonna be interesting because if that So Moldy Dragon and Hitch have 10 lap old tires compared to the guys behind them are fresh. So the guys behind them are pitting obviously. These guys are not going to have enough of a gap to pit and keep the lead. So what are they going to do? So now, if they pit, that'll come out roughly in P4. So if these guys pit now, they will only lose about 3 or 4 spots. So I don't know if they would rather have fresh tires or track position on this track, because I feel like tires would be the better thing to have right now. So is Moldy going to pit, or is Hitch going to pit? Moldy's coming in for fresh tires, so is Hitch. So that's, I probably on the same thing. So that should come out P4 or 5. So fresh inners for both of these guys. So that'll put them, they might even come out P2, 3. See if Moldy can get out. Yeah, it would be P4 and 5. So not too bad. They do have a decent gap back to Seek, so I figured they wasn't going to lose too much time. But I was kind of curious why the safety car is out. Dave's truck is back there a ways. Did Dave's truck have an issue, and that's why the safety car is out? I don't know. It's not printer plan's the only one on the wet tires, but I'm assuming he's coming in to put the enders on, so that's good there. Gotta see what happens. So that puts Boogs back in the lead. Shady second, Holder down third. Moldy's Dragon fourth, Hitch in fifth, Seek and Destroy sixth, Bedhead seventh, and Bullet in eighth. So the points leader before this race is currently in 8th place. Hitch is, which is P2, is in 2nd. P3, which is Holder Down, is in 3rd. P4, Bedhead in 4th. So got some interesting stuff going on right now. Ooh, did Shady spin in the chicane? What happened there? No damage. I wonder what happened there. That was kind of crazy. So the guy at P2 is not P2 anymore. So we have probably about 8 laps left when we restart this thing. Safety car's not going to go on this lap, is it? No, it'll be next. Surprised it's not going to this lap because those guys are not too far away. So we'll be 1 more lap to safety car restart, so there will be 7 laps remaining on the restart. Just gonna see what happens. Should be a good finish. We have Moldy and Hitch there pretty quick. Those guys are moving through the field. And we have the points leader, P7, and Bedhead also is also trying to catch him as well. So it should be interesting to see what happens here at the end of this race. Maybe it looked like the rain might be stopping too, so that could play a part in this. Freebird's pitting. It does look like the rain is starting to lighten up a little bit. I don't know if it's going to stop before the end of this. Freebird's putting the softs on. So that's going to be interesting. So is the track dry enough to put the softs on? I don't see the rain falling. There's a little bit of rain left falling. So it's going to depend on if it's track's dry enough for it to be that way. So rain is still falling a little bit. I don't think so. I'd give it a couple laps and the track be dry. So he might be in prime position here if he can get caught up to the back of the field. Yeah, I don't know. He's losing time, so I don't think he's got any traction yet. It's a nice effort, I think, but I don't think he's got anywhere. Safety car's going to go in this lap, but like I said, I don't think Fruber's got enough grip to run this off, so not quite ready for dry tires yet. So when is Boog's going to take off? And then when is the rest of the field going to go? When is the reaction going to be good? Let's see. Iron Boog's definitely backing the pack up here. Safety car's in the pit lane. When's he going to go? Looks like he may have went. No, he did not. He can go anywhere between now and the control line here. He cannot pass those. Our first one looks like Boog's just taking off. So there was a 6-second gap. That was a good restart. Looks like Holder now is sleeping. Nobody is really gaining there towards the back of the field. Looks like Bullet got a better restart. Is to the inside of the back of NKF, but nothing happened too crazy. No passes happened. Looks like Bullet's going to try to make a move, but thinks better. Looks like we have Bum in a spot. Mikey losing a couple. Looks like Freebird is doing decent still. Looks like Shady had a drive through, so he did that. Bullet drawing into a tenth of a second behind Holder down, looking to the inside, Holder down into turn 4, jumps the curb. That was close. Looks like Hitch makes the pass on the inside of both of them. Double overtake by Hitch. That leaves the door open for Seek and Destroy. Also out of turn 5 into the Lesmos. Let's see here. Good battle for P2 right now. Iron Boog's just kind of gone. So just kind of watching. I'm watching that Alfa Romeo down there on the soft. See how much time he's gaining and or losing off this restart, but he's not gaining anything. She's actually losing some time, so it's not quite slick weather yet. Hitches to the back of Holder now. Let's see if he can make a move on it this time. Going down towards the Parabolica. He's going to make the move to the inside. And his Printer Planet crashed down the back straight. That's a full course safety car. It looks like Hitch. Did Hitch get the position done before that? Looks like he did. So he's going to keep the spot. Of course, pitting. We have Holder down pitting. So was this going to be a dry tire? Take a chance of a dry tire? Or what's going to happen here? Looks like we have green tires, but it's just going to be a fresh tire. Bedhead's going to take a chance on the softs. Dace Truck's taking a chance on the softs. Interesting. These guys in the backfield, nothing to lose, are taking a chance on the dry tire, see if they can make something happen. It's going to be about a 3-lap shootout, so it's going to be interesting to see. Let's see who the front runners are going to pit, if anybody. Boogs is staying out. I think Hitch is going to take a chance at it. Oldie staying out. Zeke's staying out. So Hitch is coming in to put dry tires on. We have NKF coming in. Put dry tires on, looks like. So, let's see what happens if these inners can do decent compared to what everybody else has been doing already. Looks like Holder Down's coming in to put some dry tires on. Let's see what happens. So we'll probably restart with about 3 laps to go. Track looks like it's drying out, so I have a feeling that this is going to be dry weather time before the safety car goes in. So those guys that pitted already are in prime position to get ahead of these guys if that's the case. Like Boogs is going to come in. Yep. Moldy is also coming in. It's like the only that stayed out is Bum and Flares. So it looks like everybody comes in for dry tires. Flares crashed out. Bum is the only one left to not pit. So it's going to be about a 3-lap shootout because the safety car is probably going to go in this time. Whoa. What happened there? We have cars on the exit of pit lane. Let's crash on the pit exit. So, safety car is going to restart probably this time with hardly anybody caught up. So that's going to leave Hitch with prime position on this restart to get the lead. I was just keeping it. Hopefully don't mess it up. So let's see how this does. We have 13 cars left in this thing. Not restart yet. So right now, team's looking to get double points. Looks like it's going to be Ferrari's the best chance to get double points right now. And then looks like Alpine has the double points currently. Williams is the other one, and Alfa Romeo are the 4 teams that have 2 cars still in this race each team. We'll see what happens. Hitch though looking to try to take the points lead after this race, trying to keep that lead. Should be going green with 2 laps to go, so it'll be a 2-lap shootout, just like it was in the sprint race. So let's see if Hitch can keep the lead. Can Iron Boogs take the position back? Can Seek and Destroy maybe keep stand up on him? Can Moldy Dragon get on the podium? And can Bullet, the current championship leader, get on the podium? He would have to get P2 to not lose, to get his money spots not lost to Hitch as possible. I think Hitch already is going to gain the points lead with the sprint race the way it was, but Let's see what Bullet can do here. No, Bullet won the sprint race. So, Hitch, I think, as long as he stays in the top, I don't know, 3, he should. If Bullet gets in the top 3, because Hitch, I think Bullet had 8 points, and I don't think Hitch had any. So that's going to be top 3. Bullet should keep the points lead, I think. So let's see what happens with 2 laps to go. When is Hitch going to go here? Looks like Hitch is away. Maybe. He is. He had a better exit. Boog stayed on the inside, which compromised his exit, but it is staying about 3/10. Seek and Destroy is about 1/10.5 behind. Maybe trying to get to the inside of Iron Boots. Looks to the inside, thinks better. Moldy Dragon looks to the inside of Seek and Destroy. Nothing happening there. Bullet gets close enough, but nothing happening. Seeks looks to the inside of Boogs, but he gets a poor exit. That leaves the door open for Moldy Dragon. J-Nips trying to look to the outside of Eat the Bullet around Curva Grande, but Bullet does have a good exit down to turn 4. Looks like side by side with J-Nips and Bullet. J-Nips trying to get to the inside of turn 4. But still side by side. Bullet compromises his exit, and J-Nips won't get the spot. Bullet's also going to lose a spot to Mikey going through the Lesmos. So Bullet's going to lose a lot of positions here. Looks like Shady Lot crashes out going into the Lesmos. So that leaves 3 guys up front here. Bullet's lost quite a bit of spots, so the points he gained in the sprint race, he's going to lose in this main race here. Seek and Destroy is going to look to the inside of Boogs, but nothing happening. Not close enough. Moldy's going to try to see if he can get past Seek and Destroy. Try to get on the podium. Seek and Destroy does have a penalty, which I didn't notice. So let's take a look at the penalties real quick. 3-second penalty for Hitch. 3-second penalty for Seek and Destroy. So that will drop Seek down to at least 6th place right now. And Hitch might be off the podium depending on what happens. So Boogs is in prime position to win this. Seek has 1 lap to gain another 10 seconds to get out of that penalty range. So going into turn 1, Bullet Dragons will look to the outside of Seek and Destroy. Nothing happened there. It's going to stay the inside. Whoa, that was close. Looks like Moldy Dragon lost a position going through turn 2, going to the Curva Grande. J-Nips up to P4. But Seek is going to lose 2 spots, so that'll put J-Nips currently on the podium. Hitch is not far enough ahead. He is far enough ahead to keep P2 because J-Nips is not close enough to get that 3 seconds, but he will lose the win. Looks like Boogs might get it depending on what the last half of this lap goes. But Bedhead and Bullet fighting it out for P6. Let's see who has the better exit out of this turn here. Looks like we have some battle down the field. We're down up to P9. So it looks like Hitch is about 2.6 seconds. So it's going to come down on the last turn. Hitch gets a good exit out of the chicane. It's 3 seconds ahead going into the Parabolica. So he's got to keep this lead. He is dumping the ARS right now to try to keep it. He is 3.3 seconds ahead of Boogs. It looks like he will keep the position going around Parabolic. It looks like J-Nips and Moldy Dragon fighting side by side. J-Nips trying to go around the outside of Seek and Destroy. Nothing happening there. Can Moldy Dragon get to the outside of one of them? Make a move done. Nothing happening there. So Seek will lose 2 spots down to P5. J-Nips takes P3. Moldy Dragon P4. MK Hitch wins the Italian Grand Prix. Boogs takes 2nd. Good race there from those guys. We'll take a look at the top 10 here real quick, and then we will sign off here. So, see what we got here, and then we'll sign off this race. Like I said, we'll be on YouTube here later tonight or tomorrow. I'll post a link in the Discord once I have the link. So Hitch gets those points. He gets 28 points. Will gain about 14 points on the current points leader of Bullet. So Hitch should take the points lead after that. So not too bad there. My screenshots for the points later tonight once everything's done. So hopefully you guys had a good one. But like I said, so for the main race, Hitch takes the win. Wins by 7/10 of a second over Iron Boogs. J-Nips takes P3. Old Dragon P4. Seeking to Start drops to P5 with the penalties. Bedhead P6. Bullet P7. Dace Truck P8. Holder Down P9. Mikey lost a position with the penalty, so he's down to P10 with the last point spot. Bum and Freebird 11 and 12, and then Shady, which is the last running car in P13. DNS are NKAF, Flares, Printed, Do It For Dale, Cloaking, Baker, Pedersen. Thanks y'all for watching. We will see you next time.